Welcome to week 2 of the spring challenge. Today's focus is going to be core and glutes, and all you're going to need is a Pilates ball. So let's get into it. We're going to start in cat cow. So on all fours, take some nice deep breaths in, round that back, and breathe out. All right, you're going to take that, move that there. You're going to take that right arm down and straighten that left leg back. And we're going to do some nice small leg circles. So you've got, I'll show you this, but you're here, elbow down, arm up, leg out back. And do some nice small leg circles there. And switch directions. All right, and then you're going to straighten that, or you're going to bend that leg and pulse that knee up into a donkey kick. And we're just pulsing here. It's not a full movement. All right, come down onto your knee. Turn to the side. So you're in a side plank here with your knee down. Arm is overhead, and you're going to bring that knee up towards that elbow and crunch those obliques. All right, come into a plank here. Lift up, you're gonna lift that right knee up. You're gonna bring it up and crunch that knee towards your head and rock back. All right, come back down onto all fours. Let's go back into those cat cows. Right now you're gonna bend on your left elbow. Keep that just a nice gentle bend in your right. Uh, right leg goes back for leg circles. They're just small, nothing huge. All right, switch directions. All right, bend that knee. Pulse, pulse that foot up to the roof. All right, we're gonna go back into that side plank with your knee down. And bring that knee to elbow. All right, go back into your plank here. You're gonna go into that down dog, straighten that leg up, and bring that knee in towards your head. All right, back into your cat cow. Okay, we're gonna bend your right elbow again. Right elbow comes down onto the mat. Left leg goes back for those leg circles. We're gonna do this one more time through on each side. Switch directions. Bend at that knee, go into those donkey pulses. Okay, come up onto that side, into that side plank, hand behind head. Bring that knee up towards that elbow. All right, come into that plank again. You're gonna straighten that leg back into your down dog, and then bring that knee up towards your head, rocking back into your plank. All right, come back down on the mat for those cat cows. Last time through on the other side. All right, right. Bend your left elbow down to the mat, and our right leg is going back. Switch directions that you're drawing those circles out. All right, bend at that knee, push that heel through the roof. All right, go into that side plank again. That knee down. Bring that knee and elbow together. All right, you're going to come into your plank again. Straighten that leg out. And bring it in towards your head for a crunch. One more time here. All right, go ahead and come down, grab some water if you need it, and we are gonna get our core working hard next year. So you're gonna take the ball and put it behind your right knee. You're gonna tuck those toes on your left side. You're gonna come into a hover here. You're gonna bring that knee up and bring it back down towards bring that knee towards your head, kind of. And you're gonna keep that left knee hovering as best you can. Okay, and then you're gonna come down onto your forearms. Sorry, ball's gonna come down under your right knee. Come down into your forearms into a plank. And you're gonna roll that ball up and straighten that leg out. So you're here, lift that leg goes back on a ball, roll it up for a crunch, roll the ball back down, and then lift your leg back up again. It takes a second to get the ball adjusted right. There we go. All right, you're gonna come down, lay right on your stomach. Take that ball, put it between your feet, hand under your forehead, and lift that ball up. And you're lifting your thighs up off the mat, getting everything up as high as you can. All right, come back up onto all fours. You're going to take that ball and put it between your knees or your thighs. And you're going to lift into a hover. So you're here, and you're going to twist those hips and bring those knees out to the side. All right, come back down. Now you're going to put that ball behind your left knee. Go back into that bear hover, and you're going to lift that left knee up and down. Ooh. Now we're warmed up. Okay, come back down. You're gonna go into that plank with that left knee under the ball. It's a forearm plank, so you're down on your elbows. So your left leg is gonna lift back down on that ball, roll up, bring that ball back down, lift that leg again. All right, lay down on your stomach, put that ball between your feet, forehead down on the tops of your hands, and you're lifting that ball up off the mat along with those thighs. All right, come back up onto all fours. Ball goes between thighs again. And you're gonna lift up, alternating side to side. So you're getting a nice twist in that core. All right, let's go on to the next here. So you can put the ball aside. We are finished with it. Toss it over there. Okay, so you're gonna come up to standing. And we're gonna go into a nice wide squat, or sumo squat, sorry. You can grab weights here if you want, you don't need them. So you're gonna sumo squat. You're gonna bend down, reach for the floor, come back up, squeeze those glutes at the top. All right, our next move is you're gonna have your feet together. We're jumping out into a squat, back together. Okay, next move, right leg's gonna go back into a reverse lunge. You're gonna stay on the same side. We'll do the other leg after. Switch legs. All right, go back into that sumo deadlift. So nice and wide. You're gonna reach for the ground and lower those legs. Come back up. All right, feet together. You're gonna jump out into that squat. All right, reverse lunge one more time. All right, switch legs. Okay, one more time through. Sumo squat, reach for the floor, come back up. All right, bring those feet together and hop back out into that squat. All right, go into that reverse lunge. Switch. All right, grab some water. We're gonna move on to the last circuit here. Okay, so you're gonna come onto the mat. You're gonna lean back onto your elbows. So we are here. We're gonna do alternating toe taps. So lift those feet up, knees at 90, and you're alternating side to side. Okay, so now you're gonna bring the soles of those feet together, and you're gonna lift up, bring those knees together. So your knees are open, kind of in a butterfly or a frogger, they're called. Soles of the feet come up, bring those knees together, open things back up. Okay, now you're gonna do bicycles. Breathing. Okay, straighten those legs out for flutter kicks. Now just hold. Ooh, I'm getting shaky on these now. Keep that deep core engaged. Nice deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Ooh, I'm shaking like crazy. Okay, now you're gonna go bring those legs in and out. So you can kind of come up onto your wrists a little bit here. So you're bringing in and out. Okay, we're gonna do that all one more time. So elbows down on the mat, knees at 90, alternating toe taps. One more time through, and then you're finished. If your lower back is starting to get sore on these, you can put a ball underneath to help support it. All right, bring the soles of those feet together. Bring them up, knees together, open back up, come back down. All right, into bicycles here. You're almost there. All right, straighten those legs up for flutter kicks. So the lower your legs are, the harder that core is going to work. If you bring it up a little higher, it's not so intense. Almost there. Whew. You know, you're holding those legs up. I'm just vibrating. Bend at your knees if it's too intense. You can be here. All right, we're gonna go into those in and outs. So you're kind of coming up onto your wrists a little more here, bringing those legs in and shooting them out. Keep going there. Whew. It's our last move. All right, grab some water. Do a little stretch here. All right, bring the soles of those feet together. And you can just find your spot, but just lean over them, find that stretch in there. On up out of that, you can lay back, lay down. Stretch those arms out to the side, take that right knee, just lift it across your body and let the knee hang. Look over your right shoulder. You get twist in your core here. Come back to center and we'll drop that left knee over the other side. And you're going to look back over your left shoulder. Go ahead and come back to center. Bring those knees into your chest. Squeeze them nice and tight, rock side to side. All right. And there you go. We have completed day 1 of week 2. Thanks, everybody.